think we're live now. Cody Sanders, welcome to the chat.
We're back. We're back at it.
Uh,
We're talking on the internet again. We can't stop talking on the internet.
I know, right? And we got to talk in person recently, but before we get into that, it's been 2 years since I've had any content on this channel. It's been a busy 2 years. A lot has happened, both for me and Cody Sanders. Um, but I've had a lot of people ask me to make more content on this channel and bring back the Vault series, and I plan on doing all of that here in the near future. It just takes a lot of time, and that's something I haven't had a lot of lately. Cody,
Mm.
welcome. If you don't know Cody, you should. He's the founder of Jumbo, the most awesome YouTube documenting series of one of my favorite crews from Austin, Texas, which is where I'm from. So it's like one big family. And I see Rollerblading is Still Fun is in the chat. That is the Dallas homies. Welcome to the chat. If there's anything anybody wants to hear us discuss during this conversation, feel free to post it in the comments section. I thought we would talk a little bit about what I've been up to, what Cody's been up to, and the Metro Card Classic, which we recently went to, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about Blading Cup that's coming up here in the future. So, Cody, first of all, how have you been?
Yawn. Hello, yawn. I'm very good. I still haven't recovered from MetroCard because we pushed it to its absolute limit for 4 days in a row. But you know, for the first time in 2 weeks, I feel sort of back to normal. I haven't like gone hard like that in a long time. Like I know like whenever I make videos, I like to give the facade of us going hard and being like young, young bucks. We're wild out here in the streets, but really that's just Saturday. But Metro Card Classic was a reason to get the boys together for 4 days straight and push it to the limit, and we did. So I'm almost
All
back
right,
to normal.
awesome. Sorry, I'm having trouble with the getting these screens correct. My computer's kind of lagging.
Weren't you just making fun of other streamers for doing this earlier?
Yeah, I was. All right. Okay, I'm back. Let us know in the live chat if we sound okay on the audio, if we look okay in the video, and um. So, Cody, now I saw you at where we were at Metro Card Classic. You were there with Heath. You were there with Mick. You were there with Caleb. That's a good chunk of your Jumbo crew. Now, Jumbo has lost a couple guys. Michael Kraft moved to SF. Mick moved to Colorado. Those are two of your core Jumbo guys. How's that affected you and in making more videos in the Jumbo series with them gone?
It hasn't affected much. I can still make it. The skating's just not nearly as good.
Right.
But that I'm just playing, sort of. It was never about being good anyway, so it's a bummer because I think Michael and Mick are funny. So I wish they'd come back. I understand why they left. Hell, I'd leave if I could, but I've got it pretty sweet and cushy here in Austin, so I don't want to just yet. But
Right.
I
Well,
mean,
and you
making content like this is easy. I don't. Everyone could come and go, and as long as I have like 2 or 3 dudes that are motivated, I could keep going forever.
right.
So yeah.
But how is the Austin scene right now? It seems like it's has it declined? Are you guys skating as much? Is it as
Um.
organized? What's happening there?
Well, every summer
You
it's
know,
in.
Ant's not filming, right? So that takes away some of the street sessions, I can imagine.
No, Ant's definitely still filming. He's just filming himself on his phone, so he's
Okay.
definitely still filming. But no, I mean summer kills us every year, and it was yet another summer, and I always take a break anyway, unless I go out of town, just because you can't survive outside. Now it's getting colder. We went to our little I went to our little DIY for the first time in months the other day, and it was good to see like the boys are kind of getting back into it, and we miss our fallen soldiers that wanted to move north, but I feel like this year's going to be another good one. Nothing, things change, but they don't die.
Right. So Mick has still come to visit you quite a bit because you guys are filming a section, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
tell us about what the section is going to be like, how long is it going to be, and when do you expect to have it done? Because
Well,
I should throw it in there because Mick is also filming a section with Pablo
hmm
and Kevin, which might be done. I'm not sure. So he's filming a lot.
yeah, mine's
But
done.
yours is done. So
Mine's
when is that
essentially
dropping?
done. I just have to like make it. Um,
Okay.
no, I mean I say it's done. So it's for Jumbo Presents is what I call it. And we did Jumbo Presents Caleb, Jumbo Presents Heath, and Jumbo Presents Gigantic, which was the big video.
Right.
Starting out with the Presents series, I wanted it to be not just a regular section, like here's some tricks of music and we're done. I wanted it to be like, here's an intro and like this is kind of like an introduction to like the person, their lifestyle, their attitude, what it is they're trying to portray, like actually like give it like more substance. It turns out that's hard and not everyone wants to do that. So especially with Heath was like, no, that's dumb. Just use this song and be done. So as for what you can expect from Mix Part, it's a lot of jump up and slide down. That's it. Like, the substance side of it may be gone, but it's gonna be
So it's just
raw.
like
It's gonna be
it's just
sick.
a skate section.
It's just a section. I'm just dropping a section.
All right.
That's
Well, I
like,
mean, I look forward to it because Mick is one of the few skaters that I mean, sure, there's a bunch, but I feel like Mick and Michael seem to be getting better with age.
yeah.
You
It
know.
turns out that you don't just have to quit whenever you turn 30. You can actually improve and change and keep going forever.
Oh, for
And
sure.
and Mick is d- like the definition of that.
Uh huh.
His section, like I make fun of Mick all the time because if you watch him his parts, you can watch him go like jump, grind, wall ride, or
Right.
it'll just be that every time like jump, grind, roll, wall ride. This section's a little bit more of that, but obviously, like you'd said, he'd been visiting me off and on for a long time. Like we've traveled all over together. We've like made sure it's quality. I didn't
Mm.
just slack off this time for him. Because I feel like Mick doesn't get any shine. Like, I get it. He's not the loudest on the internet. There's a lot of other influencers out there. I say that like a dickhead. I shouldn't have been like influencers, but like Mick's just a good old fashioned classic kind of skater with his own unique take on it.
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like my boys will never get the shine they deserve. And I wanted to try a little harder for Mick than I did with everybody else. So I hope it turns out. But I won't actually know until I make it because I,
Right. Well, I mean, you guys
it's
definitely have a very cult following with Jumbo. You know, you have a
it's
lot of fans. I see it. You know, when I see you guys around events, everybody loves seeing you guys. Um, and I think you've done a good job promoting everybody on there. I
well,
feel
it's
like with
not a real
Mick,
company, so it's easy to relate to because it's all
right?
kind of fake.
Well, it's it's just it's like it's like reality TV almost, but more fun.
Good. Thank you, Jan. I
You know.
appreciate it. It's weird to hear, but thank you.
And the thing with Mick too, Mick has like the energy of a kid still. You know, he can skate all day. That's all he wants to do. Skate all day, skate all night. He just did that. He spent a week and a half in Europe and then a week in New York filming every
Hmm.
day. Like,
He
not too
skated
many
two
people.
contests.
Not too many people Mick's age that have that much stamina when it comes to skating that much. I don't think. I mean, maybe some, but it's pretty impressive.
Just one day of hard filming, and I'm probably cashed for the rest of the week. Mick got jet lag, went overseas, filmed hard for a video for multiple days, skated a contest in Copenhagen, came back, went to New York, continued filming for said video, which means getting worked and trying hard for hours every day, skated another contest, hit his face on the ground, and
Which
then
was
still
gnarly.
stayed in New York. And bullshitted with me for my little piece, but like just kept filming with Kevin. And yeah, dude, like I couldn't have done that when I was 21. The dude's made out of metal. I don't know. Like I
Yeah, it's
can't do
amazing.
that.
It's amazing. And if you haven't seen what Mick's fall at Metro Card was pretty gnarly. Cody documented the whole thing. It's on the Jumbo YouTube channel. Head over there. You can see the Metro Card classic coverage and them street skating in New York while they were out with Kevin. It's a really fun watch. It's like 40 minutes long, and watch every second of it.
It's
Pretty
way
good.
too long. It's
I'd
way
like
too
to say
long.
hi to a couple people in the chat. John Sullivan, great to see you,
Wow.
brother. And Launder, great to see you as well. And Anton, everybody welcome to the
Hell
chat.
yeah.
And so yeah, so with Mick too, Mick is the latest addition to Dream, which is the wheel brand I started a year and a half ago, which is one reason I kind of hadn't been doing YouTube stuff because I've been busy with that among other things. If you're not familiar with the brand, you can check it out at dreamurethane.com. We just dropped a bunch of new clothes for MetroCard Classic. Cody's got the new Cobra shirt on. I've got the Love shirt with Felix on it. Yeah, so there's been that, and then also this year my dad passed away in the spring, so I've been really busy with my mom, things around the house. So I just haven't had the time to come on here, and the motivation either, because it's a lot of work. I think I got burnt out with all these interviews and especially the vault series because it takes a lot of time. But every event I go to, people ask about it again, so I'm definitely gonna be dropping more stuff with that. And we do have some new riders that we'll be announcing soon for the brand. Mick's getting a pro wheel, so
Yeah.
that should be
Good.
exciting. If anybody wants any Dream stuff at a discount, we got a coupon code today, Jumbo20, to get you 20% off on Dream merch.
I have a discount. We have a discount.
Yeah, you have a discount. DreamUrethane.com. Check it out. I know Sully was looking at this shirt here. You can get 20% off.
I bought this
right
full
now.
price, Sean. I bought this
I
full
know.
price. I didn't get a freaking discount.
Yeah, but you got the discount now.
I should have used my code. God.
Anyway,
Oh no.
New York.
That's so funny.
Let's go back to New York and Heath in particular.
Oh man. Okay.
What's
What
it like
about
traveling?
Heath?
Okay, so Heath, we all love Heath. If you know Heath,
Yeah.
great dude. But Heath he still acts like he's like 20 or
Mick
something.
skates like he's 20 and Heath parties like he's 20.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad he's still walking, barely, but
Yeah.
he's walking. And he's still skating. I mean, he hadn't skated in a while, right? He got injured.
Yeah.
New York was the first time he skated in a while. I know also with the whole TK thing, that kind of everybody was pretty bummed about that. I know some people hadn't been skating as much too, which really sucks, but Heath, yeah.
He's my only pro team rider. He's the only guy on the Jumbo Pro team, Heath. And he couldn't skate for 3 months.
And how's this wheel sales going? You guys out? You still have more?
Basically, I don't know. I mean, that's all Oak City. Oak City helps us a lot with that.
Okay.
And if I can not manage inventory, I don't ever want to manage inventory. So I'm very happy for Long at Oak City. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
Well, it's very nice of him to help you out. Yeah, it's a lot. It's just not managing inventory. It's like, that, taxes, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's like the not fun side of it.
I know. I found out the hard way. The government whooped my ass, and I was like, oh no, running a business is hard. I don't like it. Long, help. So that's what happened.
Yeah, that is what happens. It's it's like we have a small brand, and it's like even paying for like an accountant or something takes away a lot of your money already. The little money you have.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm aware, but I don't want to talk about business, Jan. Business is no fun to discuss on the internet with all of our friends.
Sorry, friends.
No, but you were asking about Heath. Heath, he's around. I mean, I saw him. He had his skates on the internet today. I don't know what he's doing with them, but I'm sure I'll see him on Wednesday when we all meet up. We have Wednesday meetups with the boys, and I hope to film him. We have some merch dropping pretty soon that we're trying to film for, so I'm gonna get him out and about.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still around, Jan. We're still around.
I know. I mean, I just I see a lot of Jumbo content, but I get on the Austin Rollerblading Facebook pages there used to be. There's people on them that are random, but nobody of the old scene, and I'm not sure, how do you guys get your sessions together in Austin these days? Is there like
I
an
haven't
open invites or?
I haven't had a Facebook in like 8 years, I think. So I don't know. I haven't been on that page. I didn't even know a page like that existed. As for the sessions, there was for a while there was so many people skating in the city. Like over COVID specifically, I had made like a WhatsApp group, and there was over 200 people in the area that skated, which was insane. That's like way too many people for this small town to keep up with. Um, I don't think there's still that number, obviously, because COVID
Mhm.
went away, so people quit
Right.
skating. Was kind of a weird statistic there, but yeah, it's open invite. I mean, everyone knows the little DIY we built. We're gonna be there on Wednesdays. People come and
Right.
go as they please. But like, not everyone wants to go skate in like an abandoned slab and hang out with a bunch of dudes on every Wednesday. So
Right.
I don't know. Like, it's kind of just the same 20 people rotating in and out, which is awesome. 20 people, dude. Where I grew up, like skating with 20 people was a dream when I was a child. So it's still sick.
Right. No, it is
Um,
sick. I mean, I'm here in Vermont. There's nobody to skate with, so I really miss that Austin era from 2012 to 2018, where we skated almost every day. You know,
yeah. Well, we're
house
still here,
parties
Jan.
every Monday morning for 6 years. You know,
Hmm.
it was amazing, and 3 or 4 park sessions a week, street skating on Saturdays, big wheel blading on Monday nights, Friday nights. Like, I did notice in Austin, the Monday night skate that I used to run is still around,
Yeah,
and
the
it's a
big wheel
lot bigger.
skate.
Yeah, it's got like 30 people on it now, which is not a lot, but it's a lot more than we had. They also skate a lot less distance. They usually only
Yeah,
do like 8 to 10 miles, and we usually do 24 to 30 miles. So it's a little bit different, but
that's too long for
I
me.
miss those days. We did lose our first person, Anton. Comment. I guess I'm out of the loop or something. I don't follow and am not interested. Good luck, you guys.
That's awesome and ridiculous.
Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to disappoint. But a bit rusty on this whole thing. It's been a while. But yeah, so one thing I'd like to see you do one year is come to Vermont for Vermont Blading Camp, which I've been hosting for 8 years now.
Yeah, I know,
And
it's
only
wild.
Michael Kraft has been, and Brian Robinson from Austin. Had 2 people.
I've never been up that north,
You were
I
close when you
think.
were in New York.
I was close, yeah. Um, I'd talked about it, but you always book the Vermont trip close to a lot of events. And I don't know why I haven't made it because it's in the middle of summertime. It would make sense to go.
Yeah, I don't know what
Um,
events were around it this year. It's the last weekend of June. What events around last weekend of June?
I
None I
think
can
I
think
think
of.
by events I mean like trips my girlfriend planned for me to go on is actually
Okay.
what I mean. Let's
All
be
right.
real. That's what
I see what you're
happened there.
saying. Okay, yeah.
So that my bad way of wording it. But no, I mean I'd love to go to Vermont. That sounds fun. Like being in the cool air sounds fun. Visiting new places. The parks you go to do sound fun. I'm just like really bad at skate parks. Like really bad at them. So I would
Hmm.
just be getting like frustrated every
I
single
don't know.
day.
I mean, we used to go skate parks all the time. You skated them really fine.
I skated the ledges.
You
So I
know.
guess if you go to parks with ledges, I could do it, but that'd be it.
Oh.
I don't know. Like quarter pipes are hard, man. Like they're scary. I didn't grow up with them. I've been skating street now, like mainly for a few years. So I don't know. I'm just rusty. Like how you're rusty at
Right.
podcasting right now. I'm very rusty at
Oh yeah, for
skate
sure.
parks.
So yeah, and if you haven't heard of the camp I do every summer, it's a Vermont Blading Camp. It's 5 days of skating, 4 nights of camping in the mountains of Vermont, where we hit all sorts of concrete skate parks, go to swimming holes. It's really mellow. It's kind of like a rated G version of Colorado Road Trip. It's like all about skating and swimming without all the partying that you might experience on that trip. I try to make it the family friendly alternative, and it's
And
a
you're
lot of fun.
inviting me? And you're inviting me and my friends?
I mean, you guys are tame compared to, like, I'm not inviting certain people we know.
That's fair.
You know the main offenders
No, I know.
on those
I'm
trips,
kidding.
yeah. Um, I mean, people still like hang out and do stuff, but it's not like an all night party like on court. Um, which is of course also a great trip. I just just for me it's like it was a way for me to also get friends to Vermont since there's nobody to skate with. So I have like a week of friends to hang out with, which is
Mm.
really fun. And they build skate parks here nonstop. So every summer there's 2 or 3 new parks, and we switch it up every year. Next year I'm actually going to be adding a day in Quebec, so it'll be 6 days because
Whoa.
there's a new park 40 minutes north of me in Quebec that's huge, and we're going to add that to the schedule next year. So
So if
if you
you don't have
come,
a passport, you can't go.
yeah, if you don't have a passport or if you have a felony or whatever, you're shit out of luck. But if you do have a passport and you're good, stay an extra day for Quebec because it's going to be a lot of fun. They're also building another park half an hour from my house, which is going to be nice too. The parks are mixed. There's some huge new parks. There's some really sketchy, DIY spots. We kind of mix it up a little bit, and the swimming holes though are what's really fun. Old stone quarries, cliff jumps, things like that, and we get a lot of skaters that you wouldn't typically see at other events because we get a lot of people from Quebec, um, the New England states, and just people who come from California every year. It's a pretty good, well attended event. Um, Sean Michelson, welcome to the chat.
It does
You,
sound
when's the,
fun. I like that you try to keep it family friendly because I joke about like partying, me and the boys party, but like more so recently in life, it was Gutweiler said it to me. It was a few months back. He said like, "Man, I'm not really here to talk to everybody. I'm here to skate. Like that's the whole reason we're here is to do this."
right?
And now, while I don't agree with some of it, I do agree with like the main point of it, which is like, yeah, if I go to the Vermont blading camp, like it's great to see everybody and camp and be homies. But like, I like that you try to keep it like a little less party and a little more focused on the activity because that's kind of how I'm trying to reframe my mindset more recently with skating. You wouldn't know it
Right.
from the MetroCard video I just put out, but in general, yeah, I think that that's good. I like what you're doing there. So
Well,
yeah, everyone,
and
we have to go to Vermont now. Oh
I
no,
mean, we're all getting older, and I definitely, I haven't, what, drank since 2016 personally, so
good
it's been a
man.
long time. And it's, we've had babies. We've had Meta, Meta from New York.
Yeah,
He brought his wife,
brings the
their
whole
6 month old
family.
baby, and their grandmother. All of them on
Yeah.
the road trip 1 year. So, it's pretty chill. Um, People, you have, I'd say, 80% of people go to bed by like 9. And then there's always like 4 or 5 people that stay up till 4 in the morning. But it's just a small crowd, so it's not too bad. And we stay at our property up here for 2 nights, and we stay with Miles Cotter Sparrow, who's a native Vermonter. Works at Rollerblading. Used to work at Rossi's. Uh, he also his family owned a skate park. What was it called? There's a skate park in Vermont where they had an ASA finals at. Um, Back in the, like around 2000 or something. So this guy Miles has been around for a long time in the scene. So he's a co-host of the event, and he lets us camp at his house for 2 nights. Real cool guy. You might have seen him drive the rollerblade van around the country. Big black beard. That's Miles. Say hi to him. And what was the name of that park?
Was there ever a skater that was massive out of Vermont?
There was a skater that rode for medium. Um, and one problem with getting older is I can't remember anybody's names anymore.
Yeah.
So there's a skater's name was Dan out of Burlington, who I can't remember his last name, but he skated for medium back
Hmm.
in the day, and he also placed really well in ASAs and NISs and whatnot. And he didn't skate for years. And on Vermont Blade Camp, Dan Jarvis was his name, and
Okay.
on Vermont Blade Camp, like 4 years ago, he started skating again, and at the park north of me in Newport, it's a really gnarly skate park that has like these jersey barriers in it and like real rough transition, and and uh and everyone was doing like crazy tricks on it, and he just showed up, hadn't skated in years, and was like keeping up with everybody. It's like Ortiz and all these guys. Um, and then he broke his ribs, like on that Jersey barrier. He broke his ribs, and you think he was out, but he started skating again not long after, and he was doing rails, big stuff. Broke his ribs like 3 more times, and now he's not skating anymore. So
Just needs to quit the Jersey barriers. I have a
he had
question.
what? Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I have to say
No,
it or else we're gonna forget because we're gonna keep talking about Dan Marino.
it's not
Jarvis,
Dan Marino. No,
Jarvis,
Dan
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yeah.
Dan Marino is a different
That's
Dan.
the Dolphins quarterback. It was in the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you lived here, you were very good at like getting people together. You were saying you did that big wheeled skate where you'd skate for 30 miles. You'd had the Monday mornings. You did that one like ground control event at the mini. You got people together, which was awesome. You were very good at that. What has kept you from doing that in Vermont? Because you say you skate alone a lot.
Well, I have been doing it in Vermont. The problem is everything's so far apart. So I live in a very rural town called Lindenville. It's has 5,000 people. It's up in the mountains. It fortunately has 2 skate parks, which is rad. It's
Cool.
got 2 ski areas and a mountain bike trail system called Kingdom Trails, which is the biggest mountain bike trail system on the East Coast. So there's a lot to do outside. But the closest skater to me is probably an hour and a half away. So it's
Damn.
like if I want to skate with anybody, I have to drive to Burlington, which is an hour and 45 minutes. I can go to West Lebanon, New Hampshire, where there's a big skate park, and they do have some quad sessions. There's some random bladers there occasionally. It's also the town where Rollerblade is headquartered and Rossi's USA are both headquartered out of town.
So you're just landlocked.
Yeah, so two guys
Trapped
that
on a
work.
mountain.
There's 2 guys that work in at Rollerblade that skate, so occasionally meet up with them, but everybody's still kind of busy. The most skating I do is in Montreal, which is about 2 hours away. It has a really great skate scene, tons of events, indoor parks, great scene. So I organized some events. Well, the first one being obviously the Blading Camp that we discussed already.
Yeah, which
That's
is
one.
awesome.
That's the big one. I did a couple summers. I did a bunch of meetups where we would go to like a trail in early in the morning and do a trail skate, 10, 15 miles. And then around noon, we would meet at the closest skate parks there. So I would try to combine a trail skate and a skate park. So some people showed up for the trail skate only. Some people came for the trail skate and the skate park session. Skate park session was always the biggest session. And yeah, so I did those, but all those places were like 2 hours, 3 hours away.
Yeah.
So
I'm not laughing at you, Jan. I'm laughing at the super chat that we just got.
I saw that, yeah. So thank you, Jeff.
Sick. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Rollerblading is still fun. Very cool, guys. So anyway, Aaron Ferguson, welcome to the chat. Aaron, there's actually a package going to your house with shirts for Andrew Broom, so keep them safe.
So another question, just to keep the ball rolling here. I'm sorry, I'm ending up interviewing you on your own podcast, but this is interesting. Since you're so alone, like as far as like being the only blader in the area that you're in, do you find that helps or hurts whenever it comes to the motivation to create Dream and produce more rollerblading stuff?
Well, it's definitely hurts quite a bit because in Austin, I skated 6 to 7 days a week. I was motivated to skate. I was very healthy. And had I started Dream there, it would have been really easy to create content, especially when half the team was from Austin or is from Austin. Being out in rural Vermont, it's very difficult. I have to rely on them providing content, which is difficult for them because everybody's working on projects half the time.
Go to the skate park, film a grind.
And it's not. I don't enjoy skating by myself. Like I don't know if you remember. Like my favorite thing when we skated House Park was to start the session playing a game of skate.
Yeah.
So we spent like the first hour playing skate. Can't do that by myself.
I meant more so like on the business side of it, because if I want to go out and skate, that keeps me from staying at home and editing or staying at home and working on the business side of things. So I didn't know if like the fact that you weren't surrounded by the chaos of the session, if that was like
I mean,
helpful for you.
Dream's a very small brand. It's very small, and it's not like it's you know. There's times where I'm busy, like when new products come in. Because with the shirts, for instance, I do all the tags myself. Like originally, I'd taken out all the tags, sewed in new
Mhm.
tags in the seams. Um, it was very time consuming. For the new line, I did all the shirts are screen printed. For the new line, I did DTF tags, which also took a really long time because I thought it might be, you know, less time consuming than sewing them in. It was equally as time consuming. So, when I'm doing a new run, there's a lot of work around it. But throughout the year, it's like, it's not like a big brand. It's not just stuff shipping out all the time.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I just
so,
didn't know.
it's
I don't know. I was
basically,
just
yeah.
picking your brain.
So, and we got a couple questions in the chat. Let us see. Who does the logos? They're six. So the thing with Dream is, um, some of you might remember, might not. I was involved with the brands 4x4 and Vicious Rat Distribution back in the 2000s, where we worked with our good friends Chris Pill and Jeremy Batal. Chris Pill did the logo for 4x4, all the ground control logos, original 4x4 t-shirts, the Vicious logos that everyone loves so much. He was art director of Daily Bread, DNA Magazine, created the Big Wheel Blading logo, and he's the one who designed the Dream logo, which is kind of, a 80s style graffiti logo. Um,
Do y'all like how Jan introduced that right there? This is this little brand you might not remember, 4x4 and
well,
Vicious.
there's some young people. There's some young people that don't know. You know,
Yeah, like the
It's
biggest,
like
was one of the biggest brands ever.
anyone. Half these kids I meet are like born in '95. They don't know about that shit. And
That's funny.
then Jeremy Batal, who did a lot of the wheels for 4x4, a lot of t-shirt graphs 4x4, and um, stuff for Nim as well. He does the majority of the t-shirts and the aggressive wheels. And then Chris Piazik, Launder, yes, Chris Piazik, has done the big wheels. So he did the 80 millimeter and the 90 millimeter. And if you're not familiar with Chris, he did Pripper Grade back in the day. He's a really renowned illustrator. Works for lots of Fortune 500 companies or whatever, Google, Apple, all these people. And he actually he recently this past year did a whole line for Hot Wheels, the cars.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, it's super sick. Yeah, he's really talented. So work with him, and then we've had some guest artists. So the Puppies T-shirt that we came out with last year at Blading Cup, that was designed by Jess, who's also from Austin. Jess is the drummer for Glare, which is a really popular shoegaze band. Have you seen Glare play,
I haven't seen
Cody?
him because I don't like going to live shows, but I know,
Okay,
I know the band. I know it's like
they're really good.
Deftonesy.
I saw them play Deftone. I wouldn't say they're like
Well,
Deftones,
you know what I mean.
but they're like more
Shoegazy,
like
sure.
they're shoegaze. Like they're really good. I saw them play in Montreal in the spring, and really cool show. I was impressed, and they're really nice. So
Yeah.
that's the art. That's the art team right now. We do have, so it's Chris and Jeremy is the main artists, and Payazik with the big wheels. I'm trying to do more working with other blading artists to come up with um, like a guest shirt every time. So we have Julia Kaminda is working on some graphics right now as well for some t-shirts, and Julia is one of our skaters on Dream from Poland. You saw her skate at
Yeah. Ripper.
Metrocard. She's really good.
Yeah. Speaking of, I said this to you the other day, and you just brought up all the little customizations you did. I kept your little card, Jan, that you
Oh
sent
yeah,
with the package a long time ago. It's been on my wall
thank
this
you.
whole time. That's why I got up to go get it. I was like, I'm gonna show Jan his card. I kept
So
it.
I do that. Anyone who orders from the website, I write them a personalized card. Um, it's like I feel like I like the attention to detail. That's why with the shirts, I have all the like the paper tags and the hang tag stickers and putting the tags in. Like I do more packaging type of stuff, but it's a little bit cost prohibitive. But I try to do as much as I can with the budget I have, which is almost nothing.
Yeah. All
So,
small, all
you know,
small blade projects, and there's no budget.
yeah, I mean, it's not like I still haven't even paid off my anything I've been put into it. It's just kind of like I'm just keeping it going, coming out with new stuff. Someone had asked about Mixed New Wheel. The artwork
It's
is
gonna
not
be
done,
Dookie Brown
but it's
with
gonna be a
like dark
58.
yellow lettering.
It's No, it's not gonna be like that.
Yes, it
I have the
is.
artwork. The
Yes, it
artwork's done
is.
for the broom and the Be Free wheels, and um, Matt mixed stuff is not done yet. Neither is crafts,
It's gonna
but
have
they
the
should be
monster
ordered
logo on
soon.
it.
The monster
It's
logo.
true. It's gonna have that. It's gonna be sick, actually. I'm filming his monster promo. It's gonna be
Oh,
sick.
you are sick.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be really
That's
cool.
very cool. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You can't tell him the secret, Sean. The super secret wheel that's coming out from Mick.
Yeah, no. So I mean, there's no secret besides. I'll say this: it's going to be a 58 millimeter. That's
Oh,
all I can
whoa.
tell you right now.
Oh, I
For the
can't
big
believe
wheel,
another 58 millimeter wheel.
yeah. I mean, we got 60, we got 58. So if you're familiar with our wheels, we have two profiles. Um, the 58 millimeter is the same profile as the old face wheels, so it's a little bit. Well, I wish I had one. Okay, well I have a face wheel.
It's just like a perfect like U
That's a
shape,
face
isn't it?
wheel,
Yeah.
and then I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little bit angled and a flat top, and this is our 58 millimeter. Our 60 is more rounded profile. We currently have we're creating a new mold for this wheel, 60 millimeters, so we will have a 58 and a 60 millimeter of this mold. And next we were doing a 57 of this mold with the idea of having various sizes and two different mold options. And we will go
The,
up and down depending on if those two molds don't kill us.
the brightest colors in rollerblading.
So
The dream.
I will say, like, I really liked moving away from, with 4x4 we only did white wheels. We occasionally did a black wheel, which is only made at Beta when we were out of wheels, because our wheels were made at Zero, which was in Italy at first and then in Thailand. All these wheels are made in Korea with a company called Gyro.
North
And if you
Korea, Jan?
No, South Korea.
Oh my god.
But interesting about this factory, Gyro. If you're not familiar with Gyro, Gyro has her own wheel line, which is very popular in Asia for slalom skating. It's one of the biggest slalom skating brands, also in Europe. The guys who own Gyro were all engineering students together in South Korea, and their final project for university was creating a urethane for inline skating, for inline skate wheel. And they took that final project and they created their own wheel brand. And this was in the 90s.
Wow.
And since then, they did all the K2 wheels, all the rec wheels in K2. They did, the face wheels. Um, they've done wheels for FR, like the new, the modern day FR, not the old FR. They do stuff for Chroma, Mushroom Blading, a bunch of little brands around the world. So it's a good wheel. I've been happy with them. We haven't had any returns. I've had a couple people say they last like a year, which also kind of sucks because that means they're not buying any more wheels. But
You're too good. Yeah.
yeah, so it's good. I'm happy with the brand. I really like the art, the colors. I wanted to get away from just a white and black wheel. Now, some people really like colors, and some people don't like colors. They just want a white or black wheel. So we're going to be having, for the next run, a white and a black wheel. Again, we did have the Be Free before. There's going to be a white and a black option. And then we also have two color wheels. Ideally, I would like to have a line that's just white wheels, like a team wheel line of just white wheels, and then
Because they'd sell.
have pro wheels. No, just as
White
an
wheels
option.
sell.
They sell, but I mean, our wheels sell. Anytime I order new wheels, we're out of the wheels by the time I get the new ones in. So
So it is
it's not like
lucrative. So you
we're
do
not
have
sitting on
money
them.
on.
Lucrative, no, because I don't order that many wheels.
Fly me to Vermont, Jan. I'm wearing your shirt. Give me that jumbo 20% discount, bro.
You can use that anytime you want.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, so speaking of wheels, going back to it, um, if you do want to try some wheels or pick up some new merch that both of us are wearing, we do have a discount code for Jumbo20 on our website, dreamurethane.com.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
does anyone in the chat have any questions for either me and Cody? And Cody, do you have any more questions for me?
I'll ask the chat first.
All right, so poorly planned. That's Jay Gurick is in the house. Jay, again, I sent Jay a set of 80s. He likes to profile of those. We're out of the 80s. We're not making any more big wheels this run, but we will have more big wheels for summer. Shawn Michelson, is Gabe gonna get a wheel? Well, I can't say anything right now.
That means yes.
I mean, I could say no, or I could say yes, but right now it hasn't been discussed. So
he just got on the team like a month ago,
and he's not officially on the. He's not really officially on the team yet, but we'll see what happens.
What does he have to do? Do you have to jump him in? What's he have to do to get on the team?
Well, we just gotta. Basically, yes, you get jumped in. So Mick has to bonk him on the head.
Oh, I lost John.
Are you
there
am
he
I
is.
still there?
There he is. You're back. You're back.
All I want to say is I'm not giving away anything right now on any situation with upcoming or not upcoming people riding on the team. But when and if the time comes, we will be dropping maybe an edit. So I don't know.
I like all of the new team riders that you put on, the people that gravitated to the orbit you put out and stuff. Gabe, I just met him in Chicago recently. I was like, this dude rules. He's super good, super
Gabe is
inspired,
amazing.
very
Really
active.
good. Like Mick, wants to skate all the time. And skates even more than Mick. He's always skating. He's
Yeah.
always putting out content, and their crew that they have in New York
With like Bear and Gabe and all of them.
it's just a
Yeah.
very fun crew, and also New York is still a little cliquish to an extent, and he kind of transcends across the whole spectrum. You know, everyone kind of like wants to have him skate with them or whatever. Like,
Good.
at least that's how I see it when I go there. I can't say for 100%, but I do feel like he's a very good representative of skating. Like he's just stoked and happy, and he shreds. And who else shreds that I've hooked up recently is Victor.
Victor Galatia?
Yeah.
Man, he's been good forever.
Forever. I mean, when he had a section
since before he was on Shadow.
Was it Feet 2 or what was it? Lonnie video? He had a section. You remember?
Maybe it was Fade Nation Green. I can't remember. One of them.
That was really good.
Yeah,
that was a really good section.
He had this.
I was just saying, I'm watching myself on the playback, and I'm lagging super hard. I don't know what it looks like on everybody's.
It looks terrible, but your audio is in time and in step, so you're fine.
Okay, so it's just really.
I remember there was a shadow part Victor Galicia had made to this band called King Cruel. It was a long time ago. I think Lonnie filmed it. Is it Lonnie or Negretti? One of the two. I forgot who put it out, and it was. Like, I used to watch it all the time. I was like, this is inspirational. And I don't usually like style like that, like the super like stiff like type, but it was him, and he wasn't. Some people try to make their body move in a way that they wish it would naturally look. Victor just moves and is 100% himself, and I really enjoy and like to see that kind of style. It's just genuine. It's jockeying nothing. It's just creating.
And everything he skates by himself. He films himself. Like, I'd love to see somebody film him
again
in another section. You know, it'd be incredible.
Where's all the Cali talent out there? I don't know.
All right, let's go through the chat real quick. Question for Cody: when y'all coming to Dallas?
For the Carriers Open. I mean, that's a real answer. Maybe sooner, maybe later, but for
It's not really
sure
Dallas though,
that
is it?
date.
It's like it's in a suburb.
Um, it's once you make it that far, it's all Dallas until you leave. So,
And when's the
um,
next Jumbo episode?
I just put out an hour-long one. I could have made that into 3. I thought about making that into 3 parts. That way I'd have almost a month long of content. And instead I just got it all done in one go, which was terrible to do, but I'm happy I did. So, Jumbo, maybe in a few weeks or a couple weeks or something. I kind of I'm just shooting from the hip right now. I don't want to do it every week again because that really made my hair got grayer faster.
Oh, it's
Um,
not fun.
and well, I mean, it was fun. It was for sure
I mean, it's
fun,
fun, but it's not. It's
but
like what I'm saying is it's overwhelming. At least
yeah,
how much stuff I was putting out, all the time.
I have
Um,
like kind of like a work project that is keeping me pretty stressed out until October 14th. So once every week or two, or no, once every 2 weeks, I think would be good for me until after the 14th when it gets cooler and it's jacket weather. And I know, like I said earlier, we have some stuff coming out. I want to make some stupid skits for, and I'm gonna start ramping back up for sure before Christmas because there's gonna be all these events to go to. Going to Blade Cup. I'm gonna go back to Winter Clash. Like we're gonna be traveling a little bit again. It's gonna be fun.
okay, so you are doing Blading Cup,
Hell yeah! I already
and who's
got
going with you?
the apartment that's right there on the strip.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And who's going besides you?
Right now, just me and my girlfriend. I know Caleb wants to go. Mick wants to go. I talked to him on the phone yesterday. I think Heath bailed, which is a bummer. Anthony was talking about going, and Jayferg, I think, too. So, like, I
Okay.
mean, like a majority of the crew wants to go. It's pretty cool.
Well, I'll be there as well, and I'll have a most likely have a dream booth. I haven't got confirmation yet from Julio on that, but
This year, I want to skate. Like, I enjoyed making last year's edit, but like I said, I said that Metro Card was going to be the last one that I really just soul suckingly sat there and stared down my camera for hours for. Like, I'm gonna probably maybe film the finals of the pro. I'm gonna
mhm.
film the boys fuck around, and I kind of just want to like actually get to enjoy an event. So
Right.
I'm gonna
That
still
makes
make
sense.
something, but I'm I'm good for a minute, man. I can't wait to go to Winter Clash this year and get to enjoy it. Like,
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that because last year you're filming and it's a hectic place to film.
I enjoy it, but like it's a different kind of thing when you can like let
Right,
loose and there's no pressure and you're not thinking about how can I frame this and make it funny. Like, like I can't wait to just get to like like put myself in a seat and be happy.
right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, okay, a few more questions in the group. When's the next video project? I don't know if that's for you or
We
me,
can both
but
answer if you have something
I'll
in mind,
say
Jan.
sometime between now and Christmas for me. Cody, I'm assuming it's going to be mixed section unless you work on any full length videos.
I was trying to, but like I don't know. I don't like I don't like filming a full length. It sucks. Like I don't know how Anthony did it. It takes too long. There's too many moving parts, and in this era of like content and how things go, like I think it's more valuable for me to do like not even shorter pieces, just different kinds of content and then drops like a big long skate video isn't my move. A little tiny skate edit is with big long documentations of skating. Like it's just different how I'm viewing it.
Well,
So
I like how you did it with Gigantic, where you had clips that you used in your other videos. You kind of just took
well,
the highlights out of it, right? And
that was
made a
an
skate video.
experiment. The
I
experiment
like that.
was
I thought that was good.
yeah, like do it in reverse. Show everyone how it was so they feel like they're a part of the session and then watch the video afterwards. It was okay. I think maybe the view count might have done better if I would have dropped it like a normal person, but I just wanted to try something different.
Right.
And, you don't win them all.
Let's see. Anyway, hi Jay. We got Zach in the house. John Sullivan, Jan, what's your favorite video you made? My favorite video I made. I think as far as the video itself, like the filming, would have been Last Call, which was the trip I made to Europe in 1999 when I spent 7 months out there filming. Just the amount of skating we did and the people I met um, was a lot of fun. If you're not familiar with that video, it's basically the first European video, or one of the few ever filmed by somebody from the U.S. It also had a Chris Fleener section in it, which was unrelated to the Europe trip, um, which was really good. And then, but then as far as like later videos, I guess I did really like filming, um, like Quattro, Noah's Children, like that whole era working at Daily Bread when everyone came from around the world to go skate in San Diego. So you just skating and filming with so many different people. Just the volume of talent in those two videos was really exciting. Obviously, being part of Leading the Blind, filming half of that was really cool just because it's such a legendary video and it's a video
It's
that
the
pretty
best
much
video ever
pretty much
made.
everyone talks about. I mean, with that video, like, Empire BMX. It used to be Trin Bikes back in the day in Austin. It's a huge BMX shop. Austin's always been on the forefront of the BMX scene, and I was involved with not riding. I mean, I was riding, but I was friends with all those guys in the '90s. Um, people in Empire. So I gave them a copy of Leading the Blind when it came out. I started Empire, gave them a copy. And for years and years after that, I would talk to all these pro BMXers like Sidebar and different places, and all of them would reference that video because they would always watch it trend. I thought that was really cool from a BMX perspective. And then, people talk about it all the time. So that was definitely a video so to be proud of. And I also really enjoyed, I think one of my favorite videos though, it's hard because I like them all, but I really liked Razor Still video. I
Yeah,
think
that's the one
it
I was
has
gonna say.
really good like music selection and really good skating. And it was filmed in such a short amount of time because it was only filmed like, okay, some of the stuff was filmed separately, like the Charles and Micah stuff was mainly filmed by like Sean Engler, um, and Bama, but everything else, Kelsos and Howard and Shima and all that stuff. Or not Shima was in there, but
Tori Tree Seater.
whatever. Yeah, all the other stuff was filmed like on two trips. We did a 2 week trip in California, and then I did a 2 week trip on the East Coast in Philly, New York. And so basically the whole video was filmed like in a month.
Hell yeah,
And I think
that's the
that's
way.
like for like the quality of the skating and how much we got in that short amount of time and how it came together with the music. I think the cover, I look back, the cover is terrible. I don't know why I made such a shitty cover for that video, but the video itself, um, I really liked. And then I also liked, the Vicious video sleeves.
So Jan likes all of his videos,
I
everyone.
can't
He
say that
shows
it's a
every
video.
video.
I'd say if there's anything, there's some songs looking back I don't like as much, or maybe some tricks, or might have edited differently. But overall, like, I think they came out okay.
Steal This Video, the Micah part, like absolutely like changed me as a kid. I was like, this, I don't know what this is, but I like it a lot. Like
Yeah, I mean, Micro
it
was
was,
groundbreaking back then,
but I mean, same with
style and image and everything.
Tori Tree Seater's part, that split part with like Mike French and Dustin Jones and them, and then what's Jeff Stockwell at the end. Like those parts, man, that I watched that. I ripped it on LimeWire, of course. I didn't buy it. And I watched that like a lot.
Well, you weren't supposed to buy it. You were supposed to steal it, obviously.
No, I did. I stole it.
Yeah, I mean that project was good. There's some stuff, there's some stuff that didn't end up in videos. Like, we went to Japan. It was more like bonus sections, United Front 2, which is another video I like. It was United Front 2 Trash. You remember that one?
Mm-hmm.
That one was like, I feel like, had all like that electro clash music and musically was kind of ahead of its time, I guess. effects. I don't know.
Have we caught
I
up
feel like
yet? Are we at that
some.
time
Well,
yet?
I think that time's passed now, but back that video, people either really really liked it and found it really inspiring, or they really absolutely hated it every second of it. Um, so I've heard both throughout the years. Luckily, more like praise on the music, but I don't know. I thought that was good. Like Gonzo section, Connor Bryan section, like those are really good sections. Um, and what speaking of sections, John Sullivan asks, what was your favorite section you had, Cody?
I haven't had a section in like 10 years, and half of them are probably off of the internet anyway. So, I don't know. I made one on my Instagram recently. Gogo, I filmed with Gogo from San Antonio for this video called the LST video forever, for years, and it never came out. It was like a running joke that the LST video would never come out. And like we were pretty motivated. We were young. We were ready to die. Nim was new, so everyone was trying to be all rock and roll and tough and be on that 4x4 level. Um, and I was just doing gaps, just jumping shit, doing 720s. I was a kid. I was hungry. And he released all the raw footage recently, and I pieced it together and I put it to a song I would have used around that time. And that stupid Instagram part I made of myself, I released recently. I think that's my favorite part ever.
I didn't even see
And
it. I mean, I saw
it's
it in
not,
clips, but I didn't see it released on Instagram.
I mean, it's not, it doesn't matter anymore, but like as far as like what speaks to my heart, probably that, because it was nice to see after so long all this like hard work that you'd forgotten about, like being like, oh yeah, there it is. Oh, I'm wearing
What's
skinny jeans and a tank top. That was a bad idea, but I'm happy to see the footage.
what was that video called that Fugi made when you guys still lived in Tyler that kind of got all your names out a little bit?
Tainted Youth.
Yeah,
That
so that was a good video,
that's my second favorite one.
and that one, I remember we saw that when it came out, and we were like stoked on these kids from Texas that looked really cool, and little did we know that you were like from some small town in East Texas or smaller
Yeah.
town in East Texas
Oh,
that
I was
really
from the
came up
smaller.
with a lot of. I mean, it's surprising how Tyler has had so many good skaters, for such
Yeah.
a smaller town.
I wasn't even from Tyler. They had 100,000 people. That was the big city. I was from a town of 5,000, and it was about an hour away.
Okay, that's like me.
So even crazier. But yeah, I ended up filming with Fugi, just because he was young and hungry, and I accidentally sold him my camera because I needed money, and he had the camera. So I got to film with Fugi, and he turned out being like a pretty nice guy. And he helped me. This is so funny. I'll talk about this. This is goofy. I was 24, I guess, during Tainted Youth. Maybe like maybe younger because of the name. I don't quite remember. But I remember saying to myself, "This is it. This is my last part. I'm not doing this again." I was so young, and I remember being like, "I'm gonna try a little hard if it's gonna be my last one." So I did, and then because I'm not doing anything. I'm from a small town in Texas. Like, why am I doing this still? I put it out, and I was like, I know Ollie Bennett from USD. I'm just gonna send it to him and see what's up. See if I can get put on like way back then, because Texas didn't have a lot of like big video parts and stuff. The internet wasn't really like popping yet. For like YouTube, it was still like DVD culture, and it turned out like as I was getting ready to quit, like kind of hang them up and not skate and film anymore. Uh, the USD was like, "Yeah, cool. Yeah, we'll flow you some stuff." And I was like, "Oh shit, I can't quit now. My dream just came true." Like way back then. So Tainted Youth like kind of kept me going. So that is kind of special in a way. That little old video and that memory.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's strange how
Actually,
like something so tiny, like just being float a pair of skates will like change your whole perspective. Like I don't know. It doesn't seem like much now, but like back then it was like, yes, validation. Thank God.
and you've been
Uh,
float a lot of skates from a lot of different brands throughout your
mm,
skating life, right? You had
I mean,
Rollerblading,
maybe
USC.
that was
What
it
else was there?
mainly.
That was it. Okay.
Just power slide and rollerblade. Rollerblade was very friendly, very appreciative. Getting skates from USD was like a like roulette. Yeah, I hope I email the right guy that has the box in the US that I hope they know who I am because the team manager changes every 6 months and will they ship them? I don't know. Like, should they have shipped them? Probably not. Like, let's be real. But
That's funny.
it was
Someone
a fun time.
going back to those videos, the discuss that I made. I mentioned that last call, the European one. Someone reminded me that it also had Albert Huey's first section in it, which
Sick.
was which was he was like 14.
I
I
remember
filmed
that.
half of it. I filmed half of it in Lausanne, Switzerland during the Lausanne contest, and then I flew to Dublin and filmed the second half of it. And that was a really interesting experience hanging out with all those guys out there. But yeah,
You kind of put
that's.
Huey on the map, right?
I mean, I guess with that video. I mean, that video was like that video was one of my first getting screwed over experiences in rollerblading. Um, I don't know if you remember Video Action Sports that used to distribute all the blading videos back in the
I do.
90s. So they distributed Urban Decay first. That did pretty good, and then I had them distribute Last Call. And Last Call is like a European video, basically. And they said I sold 5 copies in Europe. The whole video sold 5 copies in Europe. After
Wow.
years of going to Europe, like everyone had the video. Like they sold so many copies in Europe, they just didn't pay me for any of them. So I totally got scammed on that.
Hasn't that happened to like a lot of people though? Didn't that happen to a lot
Probably.
of people? That was like a scandal with them, I think.
Yeah, and then they went out of business and stuff. But it was you know, kind of funny. Some guy recently, so I wanted to buy all the old face wheels, and some guy on Facebook, because they had like a 56, a 55, 57, 58, and like 59, or something, like all those sizes, all very similar. There was some on eBay recently, and I purchased them, and I got them like the next day because they shipped from Vermont. I'm
Huh.
like, where are these wheels coming from Vermont, right, from Burlington? And I looked up the guy, and the guy who shipped them used to live in Seattle, and he worked for Hyper. Remember Hyper Wheels?
Oh yeah, of course.
He worked for Hyper, and he collected all sorts of wheels, and he was like no, sorry, not Hyper. He worked at Kryptonics, and he was in charge of like marketing Kryptonics and stuff, which is totally random because now he lives in Vermont. He's like a manager at a grocery store there, and he had all these wheels, and I bought. But the thing about Kryptonics, when he worked at Kryptonics at the time, I ordered some Kryptonics on Inline Warehouse, Roll Warehouse, or one of the shops back then, and they literally coned in like the first session.
Oof.
I've never had a wheel wear so quickly. And back then, you didn't have all the, you had like BBSs, like like primitive, message board type of things, like pre-message board, whatever. There's skating one. I remember bitching about how shitty those wheels were, and I ended up getting a cease and desist letter from Kryptonics about slandering their wheels, and I think it was from that
On a
guy.
message board?
Yeah, and I think it was the guy who I ordered these wheels from.
Wow.
That lives in Vermont now, so it's like totally random, but
that's a full circle. Like you went from full cease and desist to giving him money. Actually, he eventually, he got his payback.
Yeah, so
literally.
That's
cool. Yeah, somebody asked you a question in the chat, Jan.
Yeah, I'm going back to see what I missed.
Oh, does he know who you are? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they didn't. I don't know why my connection must be really slow up here in the mountains because everything's loading so slowly.
Who would have thought that out in the woods you wouldn't have good connection?
I know. I need to get like some sort of they have high-speed internet now, but it's supposed to be so everybody can be connected, but it's like super expensive, so it's like not really worth having.
Whenever you do Vermont Blade Camp, I'm just thinking about like who you live close to and stuff. Do you ever try to get like Rosie's and Rollerblade involved in that since they have like warehouses so close and people that are associated with them in Vermont?
Because
why wouldn't they?
What would you? I mean, what kind of association would you recommend, or would you think I should be having?
Well, I mean, events get sponsored by companies, and companies
Yeah.
give people like product and money and incentives for like wanting to do things, you know. So
Well, we
you've
don't.
run more events than me. Also, it's
Right.
just cool to have the rollerblade van there. You want to see the new
So we
product?
do.
Like that's
We
neat.
do. So we do have Rollerblading Van there because the co-host works at Rollerblade.
Okay, see that's a thing. That's one thing.
So we do have the Rollerblade Van, and Rollerblade not this year but last year. Um, the one of the parks rained out in Barrie, which is like 45 minutes from Burlington, which is the biggest city, which has an indoor park called Talent, and we call Talent, and Tom Heiser, uh, Rollerblade paid for everyone to go to Talent and skate the
So
session.
cool.
So that was that. Like
Mm.
so, I mean, it wasn't we didn't ask them to do anything, but they did that, out of their kindness. So that was really nice. Um, I don't like. I've toyed around with the idea of having like getting some sponsors and giving out like maybe some things for cool tricks or I don't really want like a hold an event like a separate like a little I don't want to do like a contest or something but
You're literally
maybe
holding an event. It's called the road
I
trip.
mean but like a second event like a secondary event like a secondary event like like
I
a
know.
little contest thing
Mm.
because it's like a kind of a because it's kind of a your own pace thing because some people show up to park and other people leave you don't really see everybody at the same time necessarily you do
Yeah,
at some parks but I don't know like the only thing we get sponsorships from people and we raise money for is porta potties.
that's
Which
so good.
yeah, so
That's so
the
necessary.
first 3 years we didn't have porta potties. So people would always come in the house, use the bathroom, whatever. Um, so basically, I crowdfund porta potties. 1 year, uh, uh, T-Neck paid for the porta potty,
Sick.
which was rad. So they sponsored it, and then they sponsored one of them, and then we raised money for the other one because we had two locations, so we're gonna have two porta potties. 1 year we actually had three locations for camping, so we had to get three porta potties. But we raised money for that. This year, um, Lawrence Standard sponsored one of them,
Yeah,
and then we had crowdfunded others. So that's, I mean, I kind of like crowdfunding with the people who are going, just so they like kind of contribute to it. Um,
that's
and
good.
it's a lot of, and the thing is, it's like a lot of, it is like kind of a lot of organization because I don't know if you've seen. I make a guide for it every year.
I've
I make a
seen that.
guide, and it's like a very like intense guide that talks about every park and like and every swimming spot with photos and like where to go get food or where to go shopping or like in every town. And I change it up every year to route and places shut down, so like I update every year. And it like takes a lot of time, for something that's like not making money on, right? So it's like just takes a lot of time, volunteer time. And so I try to do is I don't want to do a lot more stuff. So contacting shop, companies for sponsorship and stuff. It's like just
That makes
extra
more
work.
sense. I didn't
It's extra
understand
work.
the event because I'd never been to
Yeah,
it, but that makes
and
a lot more sense.
Miles, he's a host with camping, but he doesn't do any of that stuff. Like I do all of that stuff.
Mm.
He allows us to stay at his house, and he helps promote it. But as far as all the like the creation of that and like organizing everything, like it's like all on me. So try to not. I'm already so thin with. I feel like I'm a professional volunteer in rollerblading, and I've done so many volunteer projects for so
I
long. It's
feel
like
that.
there's only so much I can do now because I have to do other stuff to make money. Um, I have to do stuff to make money, not other stuff to make money because it doesn't make money. I have to do some stuff to make money to support my volunteer work.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, that's good. I mean, that's kind of what it is at the end of the day. Like, it takes people like us that are complete psychos that want to work for free just to make rollerblading something. Like, give
yeah,
people a place to go. Like, right now, like, even this is nothing. It's just us talking on the internet, but, like, we're all able to be here together and, like, chat and comment, and I listen to everybody's podcasts. Like, if you have a podcast, I probably listen to it, like, in the car or just around work during the day, because if not, then what, dude? You're gonna listen to politics? That sucks. You're gonna listen to a book? Well, that's pretty cool. but
Right.
podcasts too. So it's good that you're making stuff, man. I'm happy you didn't give up, because you could have given up at any time and we would have been like, bow down, like you did a good job. Rat
Well,
Tail was
thank you.
cool, but you're still at it,
Um,
because we just can't quit.
no, I mean, I've been doing it forever, so
I
I
was
like it,
saying,
and I like supporting it, and I like promoting people, and there's not a lot of people who do. It's like a lot of commitment, and it's like with Austin, it's like organizing group skates. They don't want to commit to going every week to a group skate. Like
mm-mm,
I was
mm-mm.
every week. I went every week. Every Monday night I was there for 4 years. We did that. Every Monday morning I was there for like 6 years. Like I was always at the things, always. Because no one else would do it. Um, and that's how I feel with like skating in general. It's just like I like if I want to do something or want to help, I'm just gonna be there and do it. I do want to mention Shitbox Diaries said he needs the Hot Wheels rollerblade van. I actually have one right here.
Ah, that's what you got up for. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's the Hot Wheels rollerblade van. It's on my shelf over here where I actually have some vintage stuff like some vicious bearings, and I have the Mick Bloom wheels sitting
I
there,
have
and a
those.
bunch of Dream wheels and Daily Breads and boxes and whatever. I am, speaking of like making money,
Oh,
um,
ooh,
with
making money.
so I have a new project. I'm basically I get a lot of embroidery done for Dream, and it's a lot of small runs. They all get made in LA. They get made at a shop that's Blader Run, which is rad, but it's like a lot of money shipping stuff back and forth, and um and I always found embroidery to be intriguing and thought it would be something I want to do. So I ended up buying a 15 needle embroidery machine from Japan, which is right behind me over here, and that's my new project. That
So you're getting
that
into
I have to
knitting.
learn how to do. Huh?
So you're getting into knitting
Well, I was already doing sewing, putting
in
tags
your
on all the
in your old
shirts.
age in the mountains. He's got a nice
Yeah,
cabin in the
no.
mountains, and Jan's into knitting.
Well, I've already got some connections with some silk screening shops and stuff. So,
I'm kidding. It's
new
super
project.
cool.
Knitting is fun. Don't hate.
If If I don't look surprised, Jan showed me this before the show, but that is super cool and super useful if you're like a small business making your own cool stuff. Like I can't wait to see what you make once you're good at it, because you make a
Yeah,
lot of
I'm.
rad stuff.
Well, thank you.
Mm.
And it's crazy how expensive getting into it is, and and just so the software for digitizing your embroidery like graphics to be able to use on the machine is like $4,000 just for software. So you have to outsource all this like digitizing to people who do that. Um,
Yeah,
so
it's
we'll
psychotic.
see. Dustin Dixon, Jan, you're the man. Thank you, thank you. Aaron, El Pacho is shitbox. Crayfish Roll came to Vermont trip, said it was his favorite trip of the year. I'm not sure who that is in real life, but I know him because they were on the trip, which is awesome. And Poncho actually came um, to New Hampshire with Trey Sowers and I forget who else was with them this summer, and I got to
That's
skate with
cool.
them with Sasha Sims because Sasha Sims is a skater who lives fairly close to me because he lives in New Hampshire
He's good.
and he's really good, crazy skating. Um, his buddy Cameron lives in Vermont. I skate with them occasionally, but it's still like a 2 hour drive if I want to go skate with those guys. So it's um, rollerblading still is fun. It's taking off. They've got a podcast tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Check out Rollerblading is still fun
Yeah.
with
There-
all the Dallas homies talking about blading. They watch Instagram videos, YouTube stuff. Shoot the shit. It's a good time. You get to see uh, Sully's daughter on there talk about skating, which is fun. It's a good time. And Dustin Dixon, Do you know Dustin from Sacramento? You ever met him?
I don't. Oh God, you're putting me on the spot. I don't believe we've met, and I'm so
Okay, so
sorry.
Dustin,
I'm pretty sure
Dustin
we
is
haven't.
you might have not met him.
I
Dustin's
recognize the name.
Dustin lives in Sac, and he was always really kind and hosted us when we would go up there and film for 4x4 Vicious. Um, and he said, "Bring the guys to Sacramento. Let's skate and party." It's not a
Sick.
bad idea. I mean, we got B Free lives not far from Sacramento already. He lives like an hour north, and and Michael Kraft lives in San Francisco now, and Michael Kraft's partner is from Sacramento.
Yeah.
So definitely Sacramento is not something you know that's out of the question. I gotta ask you a question, Cody.
Okay.
Where is there anywhere that you haven't been that you really want to go skating at?
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah, that's always been my dream trip. But I don't
And
actually. If I went to Japan, I doubt I'd skate. I'd just be like, oh wow, mesmerized the whole time.
is there like
Um,
skate spots you've seen you want to skate there? It's just like Japan itself that makes
no,
you want to go.
I just thought of vacation I want to go to. I said Japan. If I think of a place I'd want to go skate, um, I mean, I I would have said Barcelona, but I've already done it now. So heck, give me a moment. This is a toughie. 'Cause I wouldn't want it to be good. I don't wanna go to, like, a nice place to go skate. I want it to be, like, kind of rough and a little difficult, and, um, I've liked seeing all the clips from Greece recently that
Yeah,
Bobby's
Greece is
been putting
cool.
out. That looks pretty sick. In
Greece
the
is nice and cheap
States
too.
in the States, I don't know. I've never been to, like I mean, I went to Washington, DC once, and I was like, "There's some spots here." Like, "What?" "What's going on here?" I think DC's pretty sick. I haven't really spent much time there, not with skates on for sure. So, I've also never been to the Northwest, like the Seattle,
Okay.
Washington area, anything like
Yeah,
that.
those are cool places.
But Michael Craft's in town. I've never been to Northern California either while we're at it.
Mm.
He's in Oakland, and he was like, "Come on down, hang out," in that voice specifically. And, I was like, "Okay." Like,
Yeah, that'd be fun too. I
that
mean, there's definitely a lot of. I mean, all those cities are fun, and the thing about them is they change every few years. So it's like even if you've been to them once, it's completely different going back now. Like
yeah, I
something
was
like
going to
Montreal or even New York.
Miami, like, 3 times a year for a while, and that's, like it was fun, but I really wasn't skating, I was just, like, doing other stuff, and it would be nice, like, for the next year I was saying until I'm 40, I'm gonna try and go hard, and as hard as I can at least, and yeah, I'd like to go visit Michael for sure. I'd like to go to a few other events in, like, weird places and go say what up. So I think DC, because I know they're doing a comp every year now. DC would be cool.
Hmm.
I'd talked about it as a joke doing the North Shore Inline Marathon as well, but, like, I still think it'd be pretty sick, like, to get some of the boys and just try and skate really
I'll do
far.
it with you guys if you guys want to do it. There's
Sure.
so many aggressive skaters that go there, so it's like not you won't you actually know people there.
I know. I'm excited. I wanna, like, make custom, like, custom suits, like little
Yeah,
spandex
that'd be
suits,
sick.
like jumbo ones. It'd be so funny.
I
Um,
actually got a place for you to get them done at.
that's my whole purpose until I'm 40, which it's coming up way too soon. It's a bummer. Is I need a call to adventure, and skating and these events give me that. Like they give me something to work towards, a project to do, like to kind of take my mind off of like my little day to day life
You're right.
and shoot for the moon and never hit it. But we're shooting, so I
So
guess that's a long answer to a very easy question. Sorry, Jan.
so I think as far as the places you mentioned, I think Greece would be great because Nick, the guy who has the house, the Blader house there,
Mhm.
he would let you all stay there.
That's where
It's really
Freddie White
cheap.
lives. He invited me.
Yeah, and there's really good skate spots. Um, yeah, it's a cool spot. Um, Japan is a little bit weird for skating
That
because it's
that
illegal to
Blade
skate on
House
the street.
That Grease Blade House party, dude, like that just looks like something I think we should do. Like
Yeah,
that looks
that's what you
pretty
should do
sick.
there. I mean, that's like Heath's calling is Blade House Party.
I can't take Heath to that.
Oh, you have to.
I gotta take a few people that can rein us back in. Like I need to take Mick. He's gonna be annoyed, he's gonna be angry and upset the whole time, but I need to take him for safety. Um, you know, Caleb will be fine. He can just blend in and end up wherever,
Right.
and he's usually in a great mood.
Uh-huh.
Those are my stand fast boys. So
Um,
yeah.
yeah, well, you should I would do that. I mean, it's almost like that event's really good, but going there when it's not happening and having a whole house to just your crew and skating with the locals would also be fun.
Mhm. I know after Winter Clash, I'm taking my girlfriend to Winter Clash, which I don't know if is a good idea, but she's gonna go. Oh God. Um, after that, I know we're gonna try and go to Milan this
Okay.
February. So go see
Yeah,
what's up in Italy.
McBay and I went to Bleeding House after Winter Clash when they had what was that? The video Delphon Dio, the one that when it was
Yeah.
actually in, the Greece one. Yeah, so they premiered that at Winter Clash. Jared McBay was watching the video and he's like, "Holy shit, dude! I want to go there so bad." I'm like, "That's where we're staying next week." So we ended up
He
going
didn't even
there.
know. He didn't
No,
even
no, it was
know.
funny. Yeah, it was so pumped. Let me see a couple more questions in the chat. Crayfish roll. That's Scranton John. So Scranton John was in a road trip. I met him at Crowder Power in North Carolina this year. Really cool guy. It was his first time skating in Vermont, and he had a really good trip. So cool
Hell
that he's
yeah.
in here. Um, Ponchos wants to go skate in Hawaii. Go
That's
skate
cool.
with Franco Camayo. He was talking about how fun it is skating there. That's where he lives. So
I
good looking
just
for
met
him.
Franco Camayo.
Really?
In New York.
For the first time?
For the first time ever. Somehow I've never met
Okay.
him, even though he like lived in Dallas and stuff. A quick
Did he live in
story.
Dallas?
This
Yeah.
is so crazy. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. Go ahead. Never mind. Continue. Continue.
Are you sure you don't talk about it? Because it
No,
sounds
go
pretty
ahead.
interesting.
Continue. No, it's
All
not.
right. Shawn Michelson wants to know if you're coming back to the Riot next year, Cody.
Chicago is so sick. Chicago, if you don't get a chance to ever go, I'm so sorry because you should go. The Riot is so fun. All the dudes that run it, Shawn Michelson included, even though I don't know if he runs it, he's a cool guy. Everyone in Chicago is cool. No one sucks. It's the life of the rollerblading world. I love it, and yeah, I can't wait to go back to Chicago. It fucking rips.
Yeah, I haven't been to Riot myself. I've been to Chicago a lot. It was actually one of the cities I was thinking about living in because I liked the Pilsen area.
Yeah,
When I
it's
worked at
worth
Daily
it.
Bread, when I got went to worked at Daily Bread, I convinced them to fly me out there quite a bit to film, which was fun.
I knew nothing about Chicago. I went into Chicago completely blind. Like
Oh,
I
really?
knew like kind of like what it looked like. I
Did
didn't
you
know
know
the
how big it
history
was? Because it's
that
huge.
much. And when I got there, I like my hair blew back. I was like, "Oh, wow, this is it's so big and so full of life and so full of history." Like I was there for 4 days. I didn't have enough time. You know, like I feel like you need to be there for a month to even get a taste. It was that fun. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to the Riot. Long answer for an easy question. I'm sorry.
All right. Then Troy, yo, me and Kara have been getting into digitizing with Ink Stitch. If you need someone to work through some designs for you, I made a few things. I'm assuming that's with embroidery. I'm so new
Wow.
to it, I don't even know. But thank you.
That sounds like he's
Question
gonna definitely need your help. Remind him for sure.
question for Cody. Drinking beer from your intuitions. I know you said the episode was gonna be silly, but what the fuck?
Yeah, hell yeah. That was not a good idea. I'm not saying don't do it if you're in the mood to impress your friends. Um, there's one way to do it. If you use cheap liners, it turns out the beer will absorb into the foam in the liner like Heath's did. So I suggest a more premium liner like an Intuition because it won't because the beer will stay and you can still drink it.
I'm sure. I mean, it has to smell so bad. Did you stink after for beer?
My Intuitions were fine because they were new. Now
Okay.
everyone else's were awful. But
Because
look,
spilt beer is a
look,
terrible smell.
like we were joking about shoeies all weekend, and Heath really did a shoey. And there was footage out there that I couldn't get my hands on, and we decided to send her off like that. We have some really nice people from Australia in the Jumbo audience sometimes that like have called us bogan and stuff like that, which I guess is like an Australian redneck. And I just as the dice fell or the dominoes fell, I was like, yeah, let's do a shoey out of a skate. Let's go full rip. This is funny. It's a great way to send her, and we did, and it was gross.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
We're a gross crew. Like I love that slapstick Looney Tunes style of like skate video. Like it doesn't have to be all tricks ever. The most excited I was for that entire video was doing the pizza review. Like there is a part of me that wants to make a separate YouTube channel and just talk about like food and stuff like that. Like cuz it's fun. I get
So I
more
can think of
stoked.
a couple crews throughout the blading history that have been crazy. Only one of them has been adults, other than you guys, but younger adults, which was
Santee or
no,
Santee
they
or
were
whoever?
they were kids.
Okay.
Santee was like Santee. They wanted to be like the CKY videos, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
all those Bear Jarrett things. That's like what they were.
Too
Like
high
their
of a
thing.
bar.
Now the crew I talk about is the Utter Chaos crew. Which do you remember Utter Chaos?
No.
It would have been Drew Backrack, uh, James Skrisky, Mike Sinnott, Corey Casey, and Eddie, who's a skateboarder, but he was part of Life Plus videos. They had an apartment in San Diego called at the Mad Ave House, and their crew, they did like, they just did fucked up shit all the time. Like they would like wet each other and then like tase each other wet, and they would do like they would get
Oh
drunk.
no.
They would get drunk and do shots of each other's urine.
See, that's jackass style like comedy. I'm more
But like,
pie in the
but
face.
they didn't film it. It wasn't filmed. It was just like
It was just
what they were
mean.
doing. They was just what they were doing. You know.
Oh, that sounds
Um.
awful. You gotta at least film
So.
it. I think so, but I'm also like I'm softer than that. I couldn't have hung with that crew. That's that I would have left that
They were
house.
crazy. Especially with they love tasers.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. They're wet. They're getting wet and tasing each other. That's insane.
They had a so when Drew had a art gallery at the Treehouse with some friends in LA, which is a really rad gallery in like Little Tokyo area. They used to have art shows every month, and one of them there was a stool where the centerpiece had a taser that was painted in gold paint, and it was like metallic gold paint. So when you like use the taser, the whole thing would electrify, like in your hand. So it was like glowing around your hand. And I think it was um I can't remember his name right now. One of the guys from the Midwest, like he did it. He just like threw it against the wall and broke it. But
Oh,
everyone was
that's wild.
pretty funny.
That's funny. But yeah, I forgot what the original question was. I'm pretty sure I completely missed it.
It had to do with
But
your liners.
oh yeah, the shoey or the rolly or the booty. We don't know what to call it.
Yeah. So
It was
Shawn
pretty
Michelson
silly.
met me at NBC in Chicago. What year was that, Sean? Because it had to be early 2000s, I'm guessing, or was it later? Sometime in the 2000s, I'm sure. Um, yeah. So next thing we're both gonna be at is Blading Cup. I'm gonna go. Are you? How long are you going for? Just for the weekend? Extended
No,
trip?
I'm gonna show up a few days early and do a couple things, and then maybe stay one day after because I do want to go to like they always do the Negretti Memorial Session. I had to
Yeah,
miss it
I did
last
that
year.
last year. That was good. Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
there for like a little bit, but I missed like Mick winning, which was sad.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there from Thursday. Let's get it in Thursday night and leave Monday morning.
Same. I'm doing the same thing. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, that way.
Can't wait.
Because I mean, it starts on Friday already, right? It's Friday, Saturday, and then the Grady
Supposedly.
Memorial's on Sunday, and hopefully it doesn't rain again this year, like last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Disneyland a couple times. I'm gonna actually skate, which is gonna be so fun. I kind of want to enter like the open contest, like not to win, but just to like, you go that far away, like just do it. Like, why
Okay.
wouldn't you do it? Just like to
Right.
Do one Soyal and call it a day, like just to say you did it. I think that's fun, but it also is like maybe just a waste of space too. But anyways, can't wait to skate.
Well, yeah.
It'll be fun.
So, um, yeah, I guess we can wrap it up here. Anybody have
Sure,
any last questions for either one of us? This is obviously the first live stream I've done in 2 years.
you did good.
Uh, it's going pretty slow. I don't know what it looks like. We'll see what it's going to look like when I watch it on YouTube later.
Oh,
But
you mean the lag is going slow?
the
The
lag,
conversation is
yeah,
moving fast, baby.
yeah. But
We were
but
talking.
my lag has been really weird. I want to see what it looks like on the um. I want to see what it looks like on YouTube when I watch it later. I don't know if it's because I'm using my phone as a camera. Maybe it would work
Ooh.
better if I was using the stock camera on the computer, which is obviously not as nice.
Both Zach and Poncho said Nashville, and like, let me interest you in Nashville spots. All of them are nice and hard to skate. I love the hard to skate part, but they can't look too nice. But I'd love to go to Nashville. That's a great suggestion. Dang, I didn't even think about Nashville. I could like drive there. That's
Yeah,
not even that
Nashville's
far
good.
away. Well, it's far away, but it's not like impossibly far. It's like New Orleans far. That ain't bad. Um, I'm gonna. Can I read these questions? Because I'm here. I'm not lagging, Jan.
Yeah, yeah. You read the questions.
Zick Step says, last question for me. What was your favorite New York City spot? And I have a quick, easy answer for you. It was China Banks. There's this one spot. It's like a brick quarter pipe on the side of the road. Me and Caleb skate it. It was perfect, smooth, premium brick. Wonderful top spot, like so slick with no problems, no no cracks, no uneven brick, just ready to go, man. If y'all are in New York and you want to skate the best spot in New York City, it's down Bowery and it's in Chinatown and it's just a pleasure. So I hope everyone gets to check it out. It's really
And it was
good.
like literally right by your hotel.
It was fun. I'm saying that kind of sarcastic because I think most people would hate it, but like I love rolling up to a spot going, "Oh no, I don't, I don't know. My wheels are gonna stick in these cracks, and oh no, I'm locked on." But like, is something gonna happen? Like, is something gonna eject me off of this terrible spot? Oh no, I'm dropping back in. Am I gonna just face plant because we're sticking back in the bricks? I like that kind of chaotic moment. I can't skate them as well as some of the boys that are used to risking it all, but like it is funny. And if I don't like kind of laugh, then I don't really like it.
And
So,
Caleb agrees with you about it being the best
yeah.
spot.
Hell yeah, it was awesome. It was just silly. That's cool.
Um,
Um,
Rob wants to know what frames we're riding. What frames are you on?
well, Rob, let's have a look. Give me just a minute. Sorry, I'm like way too excited. Okay. I put these back together last night. I actually have some new ones in the mail, but right now I'm on the Wish FR one, but they're a
Hmm.
little long is the problem.
Okay.
I got the long boys and I'm a size 9 cuz I like for my wheels to stick out far so I can see them, but I'm
Right.
starting to realize like maneuverability wise, a little difficult. Um I have I have a plan B set up for just whenever I'm ready to like kind of get like bigger wheel time, and I got the Wish mediums too. And Jan, don't get mad at me. I have the orange wheels on them because we love Emily at this house, but I will also, have Dream wheels set up at some point as well.
I
So
have
yeah,
those large or the larger wish
these are
frames
these are the
from.
mediums.
Yeah, I remember when Mick had the large wish frames and they were way too big for skates, and I bought them from him, and I had those for a long time. I really liked the large wish or the wish frames in general. I
The
have
first run,
now. What I have is I have the Michael Kraft T-neck with
sick.
his pro wheel on the Eugen Enen carbon free, which has been in my closet for a while. I brought it back out because I like to skate a lot. Um, it's like a little ninja boot.
I skated those for a while, but I decided but with both the wheels and the frames, like put them up. I was like, oh, it's Michael's stuff. I'm gonna keep it. It's like keepsake stuff, you know.
Right,
So
right.
I'm looking at
I like
like
the T-neck frames quite a bit. I have another pair Or did I
They're
sell
very
them?
good.
I might have sold them.
They're very good. I think T-Neck's an awesome company, skater owned, very unique style of frame as well. And
Mhm.
if you're trying to like get a low ride and like a low like deep groove, like with like pretty good wheel protection, T-Neck rules. But as does Wish. I'm here for the team. They're all good to me.
We have some new people join the chat late. We got Mean Jeans, welcome. What's up? And we got Skate Sam Ghana from Ghana. I
All
don't know if
right.
you saw.
Let's go.
I did a episode of the podcast with Sam. He organizes a lot of events in Ghana and Africa, and he's pretty integral in the scene there.
Sick.
Um, and John from Scranton wants to know, Cody, would you enter in a winter clash to skate an amateur competition?
Fuck, I wouldn't skate in the children's competition, dude. I get eaten alive there. No. No. We don't skate ramps like that. Like I wouldn't even
Yeah,
know
so
how I wouldn't know what
if it
to
was only
do.
ledges.
Well, it's not just that, like the one I went to 2 years ago, the one that Julian won, like that initial like the starting ramp was you jump off a deck like 6 feet into a quarter pipe way below. That would have been a trick for me, and that's just how people are setting up. Like I just there's nowhere to practice that kind of
I
skating,
mean,
and I would die.
it's I mean, I feel like one of the most challenging things about Winter Clash for skaters is there's just so many people in the way. You
No,
know,
so
there's
yeah,
so many people standing there. There's so many people skating it.
dude,
Like,
I
if there
land
was
like
nobody in that
this.
park, it would be sick. But
I can't see like when I'm skating. Like I'm actually skating blind all the time. No, I would absolutely die in that scenario. In fact, I did one trick at Winter Clash and smashed my face on the ground. so so I'm actually kind of scarred from skating Winter Clash. I don't know if I'll ever put my skates back on in there again. It's crazy. Um maybe one more time. Yeah.
I would like to skate that park
Yeah.
with nobody in it. Just like get there early, skate it.
I know like Lawrence he like has like this thing called back to blading, like not his YouTube channel, like his like Slack channel, and he'll like rent out a skate park for those
Oh,
dudes.
really?
And I've definitely been like lurking in that chat, and I'm absolutely trying to find the little wood park that gets rented out this year because I want to go skate like a quiet, nice, not intimidating wood park in Europe. That'd be so fun.
There's some pretty good. They have a couple of pre-sessions, Winter Clash pre-sessions at some other parks in Holland that I've been to before that are a lot
That'd
more
be good.
mellow. Yeah, they're like kind of unofficial sessions, but they get they have a fair amount of skaters, but it's not like create overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not trying to
Uh,
die. I'm like literally on
no.
vacation, you know? Like going to Europe's like a big deal for me. Like still. I don't know. I mean, you lived there, so you don't care, but like I didn't really get to go to Europe for the first time until just a few years ago. So every time I go, I'm still kind of like a kid about it. I'm like,
Right.
"Wow. Oh, wow, different culture, weird."
No, I was definitely lucky. You know, as a kid, I would go visit my grandmother in the summer in Germany, and spend a lot of time in like Germany and like Austria. But with blading, when I worked at Daily Bread and work doing stuff for razors and different companies, and you know, I was lucky enough to go out there probably 8 years in a row or 9 years in a row for like 1 to 3 months at a time.
Man.
So that was really like really probably one of the best experiences from blading was being able to do those trips. Same with Japan for like 2 months, which was fun for razors.
Yeah, you got to show the whole world, like kind of the whole world of skating, like just from all your travels and having the fact that you wanted to film and you were there with the camera in hand, ready to go. Like that's a kind of a big deal. I
Hmm.
remember y'all were filming that one skate park that had a bar in it. What was that called? It was like early
Winter
on.
Clash.
No, the other one. You remember? It was like a skate
um,
shop and a bar and a skate park. It got closed down after a few years.
there was a skate park in I don't know I don't remember which one I filmed it in. There was a skate
Oh,
park in Paris.
You were
That
there
was,
with like John Elliott and stuff.
was it in Japan? It might have been.
Mm, I don't remember.
There was a skate park in Paris called Roller Park Avenue. That was one of the biggest skate parks I've ever been to. It had its own like train. It was like right off the train station, like a train line or whatever. So you could just get off the train, go in the skate park. It had a bar in it, and it also had a vending machine with that you could get that would fry you French fries. Like you could
Was
order
it
French fries and a vending machine would fry them. And that was pretty exciting.
Shawn Michelson
Um,
just said
oh,
Ignition?
Ignition had a bar. Yeah,
I
so
believe it was
Ignition,
Ignition. Thank you,
so
Shawn.
Ignition
Shawn
skate
Michelson,
shop.
everyone. Round of applause,
Yeah, so
dude.
that was right before Winter Clash when we went there to the bar, and the whole Valor team was there too. All the guys from One Magazine. Um,
I thought it was just
that
one
was a
guy from
really
One Magazine.
no, it was
Isn't that why it's called
no,
One?
no, it's Wes Driver and Justin Eisinger, two
I'm
guys.
joking. I'm joking.
And yeah, so that Ignition Park, well, that's when they had the Ignition Skate Park part of it. That Ignition Park was really cool. That house that the shop was in, it's a really old house, like 1600s, and had a bar
Wow.
in it, the post office. The guy who lives in that town still, the town's called Bad Reichenhall. It's in Germany, right near the border of Austria by Salzburg. The guy whose family owned that house, he still skates and he still hosts events in that town. In the summertime, they actually fly Robert Guerrero out there every year to go skate it.
Cool.
Um, and
My
he's
favorite
really
skater,
cool.
Robert Guerrero.
Robert, when's the last time you saw Robert?
In person?
Yeah.
Forever, but like, he'll randomly get on the internet like once every few months and say something friendly, and I'm like, oh wow, cool.
Yeah,
Look at
Robert's
him
super
go.
nice.
Yeah.
I see him every summer because he's always staying in Quebec every summer with Mathieu Ledoux,
Yeah.
and Pete, this guy, old school guy Pete. And it's
Brothers
only
of the
like
Blade.
only an hour and a half from me,
No
so it's not too
way.
far. Yeah, so I go up there a few times in summertime. This year I only went up there twice, I think, but he was also injured, so he wasn't really skating. He had just gotten shoulder surgery, but he does this thing where it's like he spends the summer in Quebec every summer, and then he goes to Malaga and hangs out at blading camp.
Yeah. Still
But
living the
between
dream
that,
somehow.
but between that, before he goes to blading camp, he stays with Ricardo Lino in Lisbon. So he does that, and then he usually ends up in the Bay Area staying with his mom over the winter. But
Cool.
it's nice that he still gets to hang out with
Be a
people
part of
skate.
skating.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Yeah, that movement with intention, a focus on like posture and like full control, like not just of a trick, but like how you are on it. Like that is something I always strived to like emulate. I'll never do it, but he did it. And that's why Rob G is my favorite skater. He's just like a nice, good human with like incredible style. So
So
that's my
Poncho
Rob G
says
rant.
Poncho says Rob G was a bitter cold,
Cool.
and he was a bitter cold because I drove him there. So he was staying at Mathieu Ledoux' house. I had Mathieu Ledoux drop him off on the Canadian side of the border, and I picked him up, brought him to my house for a couple of days, and we drove from Vermont to Bittercold. And
Oh
here in
yeah.
Vermont we get a lot of snow, so I have snow tires with studded snow tires, and to drive on our drive to New York, it was a blizzard the whole way from Vermont to Buffalo, and this car is off the side of the road the whole way. And I'm just cruising like it's like normal Vermont weather. So like the one car is just cruising, and
That's
but yeah, we
awesome.
went there and it was a lot of fun. And then he flew back to Cali after that, um, and let me see. Sean says he kicked it with him at Rampant Camp. I've never been to Rampant Camp. Have you been to Schmitty's Rampant Camp
No,
in
never.
Indiana? It's
Sounds
another
cool.
event that seems cool. It's just I always feel like it's a little bit more difficult location to get to because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, Indiana. I guess
Yeah.
what I understand. Um, and I've really
It
never
looks
spent time in
cool, but once
Indiana.
again, it's just a giant quarter pipe, and I'd be like, "What do I do? Oh no!" Like,
Yeah,
I guess I can watch. That's what I'd do. I do a Royale, but it sounds fun. I'm more interested after this conversation. Of course, I already have my plans, but if I have to add any new plan, it's Vermont Blade Camp. We're
Yeah,
gonna give it a go.
and
Gonna go see the land of
no,
Bernie
go ahead.
Sanders. We're
Yeah,
gonna
so
go see it.
anyone watching this thing, this live chat stream with me and Cody, you're all welcome to come visit Vermont for Bladen Camp. And if any of you ski in Vermont in the wintertime, hit me up as well. I'm always down
Wow.
to lead up for skiing, or show you around mountains because I know a lot of the terrain up here. So
Oh
skating
yeah.
or skiing,
That's a
I'm
good
your guy.
plug. That's a good plug. And I think that's a good way to
That's
end it. I think we crushed it.
yeah,
145, plug in Vermont,
145.
and plug in
Yep.
Dream with discount code
Oh, that's right.
Jumbo20. Jumbo20.
Jumbo 20 at dreamurethane.com. It gets you 20% off any of the new merch wheels until we'll say the next 7 days. So if you watch this next 7 days, you get a discount. And if not,
It's very important.
shall luck. And
Very
I'll
cool,
see
very cool, vicious
Charlotte.
looking shirt. Very cool
Which one?
Felix the Cat shirt.
The Felix one, yeah. I like the one you have on. So this
I got
is
the
the
Felix the
two
Cat
shirts
shirt
we
too.
have. Yeah, the cat shirt, multiple colors. The one I like, the one Cody has on, is rad because it kind of ties in both 4x4 and Vicious because it has the Cobra, which obviously Vicious had the snakes, but it's like in the style of like a 4x4 graphic, so kind of like, and I don't know, I don't think it was actually intentional of Baytall to make it that way, but it's definitely how it turned out.
It rips. I like it. That's why I'm
Yeah,
wearing
so
it. So
really stoked on that.
yeah, man.
And
But thanks for having me on, Jan. I really
yeah, you're
appreciate it, dude.
welcome.
This
And
is fun.
you can expect some more live streams from me, some more podcasts, and some more vault stuff coming up in the future. It is a lot of work, so we'll see when it happens. I got a couple things I got to finish up. And Cody, if you're down to do this again sometime, because you're always fun to talk to.
Yeah, I love talking to my friends on the internet. Like I love
All
doing
right,
it.
perfect.
I actually do. I'm not
Uh,
kidding. So thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And we had a pretty good group. We had about 30 something people in here the whole time. So
Good.
thanks
Hell
everybody for
yeah.
watching. Really appreciate you coming in here. And make sure and hit that like video and leave a comment in the video. Helps us get the channel out there and the videos watched a little bit more. For those who might find them interesting as well. But I want to wish everybody a good night. Take care, and I will see you all here sometime in the near future, and hopefully I'll run into you some at Blading Cup. I'll definitely see you, Cody.
All right.
All right,
See y'all.
and let's see if it's ending or not.
Okay. I didn't want
My
to just
computer's
bail on you.
my computer.